Welcome to Thriving in Love podcast. I'm your host, Sana. I am a conscious matchmaker and I am the founder of Union. Union is where you learn about love, healthy love, conscious love. It's for couples and singles. You finally become aware that you are the common denominator in all your relationships. I am the love guide mentor for you. I'm on this journey of really having the courage to express myself as authentically as I can. I feel like since starting my journey when I quit my corporate job in 2018, because I felt like I was so far off the path of alignment with my authentic self, and I didn't have the awareness of that then, but I definitely had a really strong body reaction. And a lot of times our body speaks before we understand what it's trying to tell us and what it's trying to show us. I have some incredible clients who are on their journey of really finding their freedom and autonomy in their relational dynamics with their partners, their parents, their coworkers. Like, it's just partnership and connection is something that is such a beautiful gift to those of us who choose it. And not everybody is going to want or desire such an intimate container. But if you're somebody who genuinely really enjoys self-discovery, personal growth, healing, and you've made a career out of it, you just love human behavior or psychology or spirituality or neurodivergent ways of thinking and being, then the normal world isn't for people like us, right? So that's what I really want to help people with. I think there are incredible matchmakers out there that are doing an incredible job in helping you find a person. But where I really want to challenge those matchmakers is it just about how many marriages you can have on your roster to prove your worth, and you're going to try to tell people to change and shift who they are in order to just have a success case on your desk because this is your pride and joy. So that's where I come in, and I'm the anti-marriage matchmaker, even though I've been married for 10 years myself. My husband and I actually ended up living in our own apartment while being happily married because, as I was mentioning about my personal journey, in 2018, quitting my job, my husband and I traveled the world for a year. That was the start of my awakening and seeing that, wow, America is, I knew America was messed up. In 2016, I had that rude awakening like the rest of us, where we realized, wow, America is really sexist. I didn't know it was this sexist. Or it's just really racist, and I didn't know it was that racist. So I felt like my body was just shutting down. I felt extremely depressed. I became incredibly anxious. My husband told me to get my spark back, get my energy back. And he's been basically kind of supporting me financially ever since. Granted, we did completely split our finances in 2021 when we decided to live in our own apartments while being happily married, because I felt like when I lost my income, I lost my worth. And when I was not hustling to make money, I didn't really know what to do with myself. So I was in a period of healing my hustle mindset, my relationship with money, my relationship with my purpose, my relationship with my inner masculine. And he was simply the reflection of that on my journey. So it's not that he told me what to do or helped guide me on what to do or vice versa, but what I have come to learn on my journey of 10 years in a conscious relationship is that relationships are simply a mirror opportunity, a reflection to see yourself from a different perspective, decide if you like that about yourself, and if not, then you have the option to do something about it. And to me, that's what personal growth is. That's what personal development is. That's what wanting to just simply better yourself in some way, shape, or form is. And it's not more complicated than that. I think a lot of people, say a lot of things about therapy and coaching and even reading a nonfiction book, right? I think I didn't read a true nonfiction book until I lived in my own apartment. That was when I started to really dive into why am I the way I am, showing up with these patterns and these habits in my relationship with my husband. It really became this split between we are one to, oh, I want to know who I am through the lens of your eyes, and consciously choose that version of me over and over and over again. So like, it sounds a little narcissistic. I hear it, I get it. And I also can tell you with wholehearted truth, love, what you want to call it, but men enjoy selfish women. Men enjoy women who take care of themselves. Men enjoy women who enjoy taking their life seriously and also not seriously at the same time. And like knowing the time and place for both. My husband's reflection has really shown me that it's great to be this powerhouse boss babe, and I can also be soft at home. I can be soft in his arms. I can be soft in his presence. And that doesn't mean that I don't get to be both. So I've really had to learn how to master both the powerhouse babe, and I love hosting dinner parties. I love cooking for people. I love my maternal instincts. I just want to get paid for it and not like have it be done towards unpaid labor. And like that makes me selfish. I get that. I hear that. I do. And I also say that like to hell with it, because I'm choosing the lifestyle that I desire, and I desire freedom over losing my freedom. And like, I'm not saying that children are good or bad or whatever, but other people do say that to me all the time, that I'm not going to have a sense of purpose. I'm not going to know unconditional love if I don't have children of my own. My husband's love is never going to come close to a love between a mother and a child. And to them, I say, well, I love that for you. Unfortunately, I did not have that dynamic with my mother, and my husband's love is greater to me than my mother's love was for me. And I love my mom, and I know she loves me. And I can also with certainty say that I didn't know what unconditional love was until I married my husband. That's why I know that relationships away from family of origin are extremely transformative for our personal growth journey, because that's the only way we have a reflection or a mirror that can take us out of the generational loops and cycles that we've been on for so long. And a lot of that has to do with like subconscious work, understanding your patterns, understanding the deeper why behind why you do the things you do, why you are the way you are, why you enjoy the things that you enjoy, why you viscerally hate the things that you hate, why you judge the people that you judge, why you are so revolted by certain things. Like every single emotion, good, bad, ugly, negative, positive, high vibe, low vibe, what have you, is information. When we stop attaching our belief system, to our emotions, that is when we create the space in between reacting and responding. And conscious conversations, conscious relationships, all it is like a moment to take up space, pause, reflect, get clarity, and then proceed. So nonviolent communication is a really beautiful tool if you guys want to get started in this work, or if you are vibing with me and my content. I also offer this work for couples. I also offer ceremonies for couples who desire to really unmask in each other's presence and drop into the heart when communicating, because plant medicine really shifted it for me and my husband. I think like on MDMA was probably the first time where I finally felt like I could just be my whole self, unmasked, and he can just receive me. And it really helped us break through barriers. We no longer need plant medicine to do that, but it really helped us connect on a level that we just simply couldn't when we were full of distractions and past resentments in our mind. So I hope that makes sense. My birthday is next week on Tuesday. I'm turning 36, and I'm really looking forward to this new chapter. I feel like I've really, really learned a lot in the past 7 years, specifically since I turned 28 with my Saturn return. And now coming through it on the other side, I think my life operates in like 7-year cycles along with like the 7 chakras. So 7 is just like a really big number for me. I think it's also really big in Mary Magdalene's teachings. So 7 is like, if you're into numerology at all, but I believe that numbers mean different things for each person. So I love, trusting the algorithm in a positive way. I feel like I have guidance. I take what resonates and leave the rest with anyone I learn from. And I hope that you do the same as well. In this video, take what resonates, leave the rest. If you like my channeled readings, if you like the way I speak, if you like my story in any way, shape, or form, if you want to be a guest on my show, like reach out to me. Yeah, let's just hang out. Let's vibe. I'm calling in conscious singles for my database in New York and LA. So if you are single or if you know somebody that's single, send them my way. I have the link in the description below, but I'll also put it here. It's unionmatchmaking.com. I got these stickers to go around LA, so if you see them, you'll know they're mine. New York, I'm coming for you soon. I have a flight booked. I don't have a return flight booked yet. I am looking for a home swap situation so that I don't have to spend so much money. Being an entrepreneur, early stages, bootstrapped is not as luxurious as people think it is. So just want to put that honesty out there. That's everything I have for you. I will see you guys next time.